Among the many complex and life-sustaining tasks the liver performs daily, one of the most critical and least discussed is its role in converting ammonia into urea. This function is not glamorous, widely marketed, or commonly tested in routine blood work, but it is absolutely essential for survival. Ammonia, a natural byproduct of protein metabolism, is highly toxic to the brain. Even in small amounts, elevated ammonia levels can disrupt cognitive function, affect behavior, and in severe cases, lead to coma or death. The liver's ability to neutralize this threat in real time is a silent, continuous act of protection, one that most people never think about until it begins to fail. When we digest protein from food, amino acids are released and broken down for use in tissue repair, enzyme production, and countless other cellular functions. In the process, nitrogen is released, primarily in the form of ammonia, a compound so toxic that even small accumulations in the blood can impair brain function. The liver's job is to rapidly convert ammonia into urea through a series of biochemical reactions known as the urea cycle. Once converted, urea is water-soluble and easily excreted by the kidneys and urine. This transformation protects the brain from the damaging effects of nitrogen waste, keeping our cognitive function, nervous system, and metabolism running smoothly. But when the liver is compromised by cirrhosis, hepatitis, fatty liver disease, or toxic overload, its ability to perform this ammonia to urea conversion begins to decline. Ammonia starts to accumulate in the bloodstream and eventually crosses the blood-brain barrier. The result is a condition called hepatic encephalopathy, a spectrum of neuropsychiatric symptoms that can range from mild confusion, irritability, and forgetfulness to hand tremors, slurred speech, and in extreme cases, stupor and coma. It is one of the clearest examples of how liver dysfunction directly affects brain function, yet it is seldom part of public health discussions or general awareness campaigns. Unlike glucose, cholesterol, or blood pressure, which are widely monitored and openly discussed, ammonia remains in the shadows. It doesn't show up on standard blood panels, and most people have never heard of the urea cycle or hepatic encephalopathy until someone they know ends up hospitalized. But this invisibility doesn't make it any less important. In fact, because ammonia buildup often occurs late in liver disease progression, it's one of the last warning signs before a crisis, an advanced signal that the body's internal detoxification infrastructure is collapsing. This makes liver support not just a matter of long-term health, but of immediate neurological safety. Maintaining the liver's ability to manage nitrogen waste is especially important for people with chronic liver conditions, high-protein diets, or prolonged medication use. It's also essential during periods of physical stress or illness, when protein metabolism ramps up and the liver must work harder to keep ammonia in check. Even relatively healthy people may experience transient symptoms of ammonia sensitivity, brain fog, headaches, sleep disturbances, if their liver is overburdened and urea production slows down. The good news is that this system, like many liver functions, is highly responsive to care. Supporting the urea cycle involves more than just protecting the liver from alcohol or medications. It means nourishing the liver with adequate B vitamins, particularly B6 and B12, magnesium, zinc, and amino acids like ornithine and arginine, nutrients that are directly involved in the enzymatic conversion of ammonia to urea. Hydration is also key, as is limiting excessive protein intake if liver function is already compromised. Reducing overall inflammation through anti-inflammatory foods and antioxidants can help maintain the integrity of the blood-brain barrier and support ammonia clearance as well. Herbal support such as milk thistle, dandelion root, and artichoke may also enhance liver performance, though they work best when combined with fundamental lifestyle shifts, cleaner food, reduced sugar and alcohol, improved sleep, and regular movement. Even simple actions like intermittent fasting or avoiding late-night meals can ease the liver's processing load and improve metabolic waste handling. What's striking is how rarely we credit the liver for this defense. The fact that we can eat protein multiple times a day without slipping into cognitive dysfunction is not a given. It's a daily triumph of hepatic intelligence and resilience. Every molecule of ammonia that doesn't reach our brain is evidence of a liver doing its job quietly, efficiently, and with extraordinary precision. In the broader conversation about health, it's time we expand our focus beyond just cholesterol and glucose. The body's ability to manage nitrogen waste is just as crucial and far more fragile than most realize. When the liver falters, the brain is often the first to suffer. But when we support liver health proactively, We protect not just digestion and detox, but cognition, mood, and mental clarity at the deepest level. So, let this be a quiet wake-up call. The next time you think about brain fog, mood swings, or mental fatigue, consider what's happening in your liver. Behind every clear thought and steady nerve is an organ converting poison into peace. That is the unseen brilliance of the liver, and one more reason why it deserves far more recognition, protection, and gratitude than it usually receives.